Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. We are on the 10th of October 2025. Today we'll be doing an update to our Metroidvania tier list. This will be the fourth update to it, followed by starting our playthrough of Bleach the Third Phantom, which is a Fire Emblem-like for the DS. Those of you that are unaware of that game, well, you'll see what it's like. You'll see what it's like, all right. Anyway, before we start, I just want to remind everyone that we will be doing our first podcast episode with the working title currently as Driver's Discourse, and that will be taking place this weekend. We're going to record tomorrow, and then it'll premiere most likely shortly afterwards. So be on the lookout for that. Without further ado, yeah, let's get right to updating our tier list here. So it's been a bit. I think the last time we did our update was in July. I played a couple Metroidvanias since the last update. Primarily a couple of ones that I wasn't satisfied with. But we'll also be moving around a couple of the games I've played here because I do have a slightly updated sentiment around some of them now that I've experienced a couple other ones that are a bit mediocre. But yeah, with that out of the way. So first of all, we can go in order of the games that I tried out. So first that'll be Rusted Moss. Rusted Moss is an interesting one. Actually, it's so interesting that I made a command for it just now. If you want to see the review that I did on Rusted Moss, feel free to check the Steam review. Nightbot should give it shortly. But basically, you know, and you can see it here as well. Basically, I feel like the game just doesn't work well in synthesizing the Metroidvania and like grappling elements. And I'll go in more detail of it right now for those of you unaware. Of course, you can read that review anytime you want. But to summarize, I did not finish this game. I don't plan on finishing the game. It was a really big struggle to get through it. I feel like actually the biggest problem the game has is the just basic controls. It's a game that kind of pushes you towards playing on keyboard and mouse. And already I don't think that's a good sign, to be honest. I do feel like the default controls for keyboard are a bit strange. W is not actually associated with any action, despite the game telling you you move with WASD. Crouching has a bit of slipperiness and rigidity when you try to combine it with like walking forward and such. And I think the walk forward itself is a bit too slippery, as in like it's pretty fast. And for a game whose central gimmick is a grappling hook, like grappling beam or whatever you want to call it, grappling rope, I feel like having the slippery movement is not really a good sign. Because, you know, theoretically with the grappling hook, it's supposed to allow for precise but careful and controlled jumps and just swing action in general, right? But I actually feel like Rusted Moss focuses more on like the ability to use the grappling hook to generate speed and then maintain that speed as you traverse along, like with bunny hops, with using shotguns and the other weapons you collect along the way to manipulate your momentum and do it that way. And in terms of just like the mechanics themselves, like what's possible in the game, it's definitely very cool. But I feel like when it actually like is brought together in the context of this very game, a Metroidvania for that matter, doesn't really feel well integrated. It feels extremely contrived. And I think that's actually a big knock against it. Hey, what's up, Bravo? Thank you. Oh yeah, we will have fun with Bleach the Third Phantom, hopefully. It'll be interesting. But I hope you're doing well. Just giving a quick update to the Metroidvania tier list first. But yeah, Rusted Moss. So again, not going to give too much detail. I already gave a good amount of detail in the review. But that's like the main gripe I have with the game. And the controls being poor on keyboard, and even worse on controller for a game that is also on Switch and some other console platforms, I think is a big miss for me. I know some people were able to make the controls work, but I actually feel like the controls are a detriment to how like how the game presents itself, pretty much. Like, you would expect a game like this to have a lot of like grappling focus, but the reality is that the levels don't really require any sophistication in how you leverage the grappling hook. It's like a basic swing, and then you make yourself like drop onto a specific side of the platform so you don't fall into the empty abyss, however you want to call it, the pit of damage. It's not instant death in this game, so I don't want to call it instant death pit, but you get what I mean. There's also like ways to use that, like basically the way the grappling hook is, it's very stringy, it's very bouncy, it's very elastic. So just by jumping down and leveraging gravity and then using the grappling hook to attach to the surface, you can use that to like immediately get some pretty strong height. But again, in the level design itself, not very well leveraged. And it's a Metroidvania, right? You wouldn't expect it to be like leveraged to an extreme degree, because your focus should be on exploring and not trying to manage the unwieldy controls of the grappling hook that the game has. And for that matter, the Metroidvania progression is just, it's just a big miss for me. One of the first abilities you get, besides of course the grappling hook, which is the first progression you get, is the charge jump. And the charge jump requires you to hold crouch on a specific terrain in order to charge up. And if you release crouch, you lose the charge that you built up. And in order to actually make use of the charge jump for the stronger boost in height, you have to hold down the jump button still. Like, it's so silly. The way they just decided to implement the controls around all of that, I really don't understand. And they simultaneously have actually very little required of the player with regards to like the grappling and all the complicated things they implemented. Like, I don't know why they took the steps to do that. I get they wanted to make the game like accessible and stuff, but I feel like that actually ended up letting them down on all the work that they put into like the grappling itself. So yeah, and beyond that, there's a lot of gauntlets in this game. It's kind of crazy how like Silksong opened my eyes to how many of these other games have just like unnecessarily gauntlets. And Afterimage is guilty of it as well, but not to like the same extreme degree that I think Silksong itself has, or even other games. But Rust and Moss definitely suffers from it quite a bit. And a lot of the gauntlets as well are like just extremely silly. Like there's like, you know, some pit of like water that if you stay in too long, then you die. And then there's like a bunch of enemies that fly all over the place. And this game doesn't have contact damage, mind you. But because it doesn't have contact damage, it actually feels like a little too silly for me personally. Like, it doesn't really, not only does it not feel threatening, but also just feels like they just had to like put some combat engagement in the game just to fulfill a checkbox for a Metroidvania. I don't know. And the enemies themselves are very rudimentary. There's like a couple enemies in a particular area that are extremely annoying in how they follow you. And it seems expected that you're not supposed to kill them, because there's like literally no way to like properly damage them or something. And they seem to also just outrun you because they build up speed when they go in the same direction. It's kind of weird, but yeah, the enemy design is like, yikes. The bosses in the game, especially one particular boss at a certain point in the game, oh my goodness, literally it's a mini game. You have to run away from the boss. Ah man, I wish I had the clip right now. Let me see if I have the clip. It might show File Explorer, so I apologize. But let me see if I have the clip still on my PC. Oh, this boss, man. Just thinking about it tilts me. Let's see. I have to mute the audio though. Where do we find the audio? There we go. Yeah, let's see. This boss is so frustrating. You basically have to shoot like these hearts, and that's how you deal damage to the boss. And while you're shooting the hearts, the boss is like chasing you down. And in phase 2, it like builds up speed really fast. And you can see it's also firing these like projectile stuff, like whatever, right? But later on, it also shoots like a beam that it charges up and then fires in a line of sight. Yeah, there we go. You saw it there. I got hit by it. It's just so awkward for this game's controls to have to dodge around. Like, it's definitely not infeasible, or however the word is. But it's not even really a boss fight. It's just like a Mario Party minigame, dude, where you have to shoot the hearts and run away from the boss. And then down here is like not death pit, but like damage pit, we'll call it. But yeah, let me see. Did I have a phase 2 clip? The health bar looks different in phase 2, so I'm trying to see if I got there in this video. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, phase 2, it like chases after you super fast. And it's so tilting, dude. Like, I'm sure people that are really skilled with the movement can make it work. But again, I just don't feel like the controls actually make sense for this kind of game. Like, they really shouldn't have had, because this game, when you play on controller, is a twin stick, basically. Like, you have to use the analog to aim. But if you don't have the analog, like, tilted in a certain direction, it snaps back to, like, a default position. So you have to constantly be moving around the analog stick to like, aim where you want to go, instead of, like, it being, like, a proper cursor, if that makes sense. And for a game like this, which is also a Metroidvania, it's just, like, a little too much. Like, you got to really focus on one thing that makes your game good, and let the other things just fall into place, rather than, like, having all these things that you want to try to incorporate all at once. And it just takes away the player's focus from important things in Metroidvania, such as exploring, right? But yeah, you guys can get a sense of how the game plays from this short clip. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to finish this game. So that's why I'm not ranking it. But if I did finish it, I would definitely rank it here. Okay, probably, yeah, I think it is worse than Servants of the Dark. Like, some good points about the game, 'cause I don't want to be overly negative. It does have good quality of life, relatively speaking. I say relatively speaking because, you know, quality of life is relative. There's a lot of games with extremely questionable features implemented, and I still have yet to find a real game that just does it perfectly. But obviously, perfection is something we only strive for, and is not something that actually exists, right? So, but yeah, this game has, like, saving when you just, like, walk up to a save point, and you have to just press crouch to save, and it's nice because you don't have to go through any menus for that. But it doesn't have fast travel through the save points. There's separate fast travel points, unfortunately, and they're not very frequent. But the save points themselves are frequent enough where it makes up for it, and it's very generous with the save point placement. Like, you do, like, one, like, slightly involved, like, parkour section, like, not really that involved, but it's just, like, a couple swings through, like, some open pits or whatever, and boom, save point, next room. Save point before every boss. I've never had any, like, long backtracks in this game up to the point I played, which is about, like, 7 or 8 hours. Also, this game has, like, charms. It has literally Hollow Knight charms, and they're kind of pointless, but to be fair, most of them do offer slight gameplay improvements. I don't know. Like, I kind of didn't bother with it after a while, but I'll give it that, I guess. Annoying thing about this game, just when I'm trying to be positive, annoying thing about this game is that the money scatters all over the place when you kill enemies. But thankfully, you don't really need money for much of anything. Like, literally, you go to the shop and you can buy out everything immediately if you're just playing the game normally. So it's not a big deal, but it's just kind of pointless again. And they do have the magnet charm, so yeah, yikes. Again, the combat is not great to begin with. A positive thing about this game, the weapons are all really cool. Especially the shotgun. I think once you get the shotgun, the game actually becomes pretty sick, like, movement-wise. Just in a vacuum, the movement becomes really cool. Because you can use it to, like, again, change the momentum and stuff. And also, when you have the grenades, you can use that damage boost in midair and reset your grapple hook. Which, by the way, I didn't mention, but you can only shoot the grapple hook once per jump, which that extremely frustrated me. Again, you have to check the review for those kind of details, but I was incredibly annoyed with that. I feel like a game like this should allow you to shoot the grapple hook more than once in the air, but alas. But yeah, overall, that's how I feel. I'm not going to finish. All right. Then we have Blade Chimera. This game is not really a Metroidvania, to be honest. If anything, it's more so, like, Castlevania inspired, and it has a lot of Castlevania isms. But in terms of the way the game flows, it's not really a Metroidvania. It is 100% linear. Literally every progression ability you get, there's not even progression abilities, to be honest. It's just, like, you defeat, like, a major boss, major roadblock, or you get through, like, a major section, and you get, like, the security clearance to go to the next section. And it's point A to point B to point C to point D, and then you beat the game. Very, very much not a Metroidvania in that regard. However, the map is laid out like a Metroidvania, so I'll give it that. It's not really a maze, but it does have the clear inspirations there. So, you know, it has some sort of pseudo Metroidvania exploration, I guess. The way you get quote-unquote progression abilities. They're not really progression abilities, but the way you get them is from leveling up inside your talent tree, basically. And as you get levels, you get more skill points. You apply those skill points to quality of life features and to progression abilities. So you get like double jump, you get fast travel between not just save points, but literally any point on the map. As long as it's square on the map, you can fast travel to it, as long as you've been there before and as long as it wasn't the most recently visited square or room or whatever, something like that. And also as long as it's not in a zone where you cannot fast travel between. Like, it probably has the best fast travel I've seen in a Metroidvania game, almost to a fault. I kind of feel like the fast travel implementation does kind of get to that side of the spectrum where it's removing from the immersion a little bit. And also it's unlocked in the skill tree, which is pretty questionable. But again, you can get it pretty early on into the game. But that type of thing, I don't think should be on a skill tree at all. If you're going to have that kind of great fast travel, it might as well be something that the player just automatically gets. But for what it's worth, definitely above average in the fast travel implementation. And for that matter, the save points are pretty well distributed. No issues with that at all. There's always a save point before a boss. There's always a save point before a nasty section and after a nasty section. The save points save when you walk near them rather than, or like when you walk by them, rather than having to go through a menu or whatever. That type of thing. This game doesn't autosave anywhere. Neither does Rusted Moss, actually. I forgot to mention that, but Rusted Moss doesn't autosave either. This game doesn't autosave, so if you die, you lose progress since the last time you saved, which is fine. Perfectly fine for a game like this. Again, when your game is designed around that conscious choice that the developer implements, then it works out perfectly well. And it still gives the player the option of when they want to save, because you can literally fast travel back to a save point from anywhere whenever you want. And then you can go back to the point that you were exploring from right away. Well, not literally the point you explored from, because you can't fast travel to the most recently visited room. But you can go to a room just before it and you'll be fine. The combat is very cool in this game. Very fast-paced. The enemies are a little bit soaky, but you can kill them really fast. Basically, the way the combat works is you have your character's weapons, and then you have your Lux sword. It's like a magical sword, pretty much, that is super busted. Does all the handiwork you need in combat, to be honest. Basically, it absorbs projectiles, and after you... So, like, while it's out, it absorbs projectiles, and after it returns to you when you send it out or when you plant it into the ground or whatever, then it refunds your health based on how much damage it absorbed, which is super cool. And you can give it more abilities along the way from the skill tree, and it makes it extremely powerful. Definitely a power fantasy kind of game. And similarly, when you're using your main character's weapons, you generate mana, and after you spun up the meter that it's like a rev meter, I guess. But anyway, you spun it up enough, you wait a little bit, then you refund the mana based on how much damage you dealt during that time frame. And the magical sword costs mana to use, but refunds your health. And the regular character's weapons don't cost anything and refund your mana. So it works out very smoothly. You never really have any trouble with resource management. Almost to a fault, to be honest, because I do feel like they could have tuned it a little bit to make it more meaningful to, have to make use of your main character weapon in order to refund mana and then, get back to business with your spirit sword or your magical sword or whatever. But yeah, the combat is cool. So definitely like able to plow through enemies if you know what you're doing, and it's very easy to know what you're doing. Yeah, and again, just has the Castlevania fundamentals implemented, apart from the fact it's not really a Metroidvania, it's just kind of a linear game with some action platforming and stuff, but that's about it. There's some quirky puzzles in there, some interesting NPC interactions. For that matter, I think artistically the game is amazing. Lovely artwork, pretty cool story with some kind of... It's kind of astonishing plot twist in it that still catch me off guard to this day, like thinking back to it. But it was a lot of fun. So as a game, I think I can rate it in high regard. But as a Metroidvania, I think it's decent. I think it's pretty much top of decent, as high as it can go. It's not a great representation of what a Metroidvania game is, but as a 2D action platformer, it's pretty solid. So I'll give it that. definitely would recommend anyone to play it. And again, if you want to hear the full thoughts I had on it, you can visit the VODs from the blind race we did, which should be in the playlist tab somewhere. You can look for that. All right, next is Silksong. Oh my goodness. I'm honestly surprised I finished this game, let alone played it. I didn't 100%, of course, but I got to the normal ending, which is a good share of work of its own. I think it took me like 20 hours in-game time to get there. Oh my goodness, though. So here's how I feel about this game. This is a great feeling game with terrible Metroidvania mechanics and other questionable design decisions around the Metroidvania mechanics that make the Metroidvania mechanics even worse. So that's how I feel about it. And what I mean is by like the great game feel is that the movement of the game is fantastic. Like generally one of the best movements in a Metroidvania that I've played personally. Like I would definitely put it like if it were for the movement alone, I'd definitely put it like top of the tier list, right? But we're not rating the games based on the movement alone. We're rating it as a Metroidvania. And that's where I think this game falls apart. First of all, this game has a lot of trolls. And trolls aren't inherently bad. I mean, it's a style of game you can make, and there's certain appeal to it. But I do think trolls, and for my feeling, trolls should be done in a way where it doesn't punish the player for not knowing something, or it doesn't punish the player for something that they didn't do wrong, if you guys understand what I mean. But this game does that a lot. This game is like, haha, you didn't know that this like this pit you fall into is gonna be spikes at the very bottom. Oh, too bad, you take 2 damage. Like the blind jumps and all that. There's so many blind jumps where you make the jump across, you barely miss, and then you fall all the way down like the corridor, down to like the beginning of the game. Like, you know, at the beginning of the game, your character's being taken on the carriage, and then the carriage breaks, you fall down, and you know the game starts, right? There's a corridor like that that goes all the way from where you start the game from, all the way like up to like something like Blasted Steps. And if you like, okay, maybe Blasted Steps is too far up, but like somewhere around there, like it's like Shellwood or the area that's to the left of Shellwood, but whatever. Point being, you can literally fall all the way down there, from down there to the beginning of the game. And I don't know. I mean, like, are we still gonna have stuff like that? Like that in isolation could be fine. There's several games that do that honestly it's fine for. But that's because those games have good quality of life features and good like travel mechanisms. Hollow Knight's best fast travel is quitting out to main menu to go back to the last bench that you used. Like, I think that's where you gotta start noticing that, is this a really good feature that you want to double down on? Because to me, like, the quit to main menu stuff should more so be for like if you need to step away from the game and take care of something else quickly, and then pick up the game some other day or whatever, right? Also, one moment, I'm gonna load up another set of songs. But yeah, like that's what it should be for, in my opinion. But the way they've done it in Hollow Knight, they've still got the same like very sparse fast travel from the first game, but the game is even more open. Like, okay, I shouldn't say more open. It's that the world is larger, and the character's movement is more capable, but the game is still like pretty linear in the beginning until Act 2. So when you have this like nature of traveling among the different points in the map, especially in Act 2, where you can pretty much go a lot of different places, and the points of interest that you want to get to are far from the fast travel points through which you get to those places, then that's where the fast travel starts to become noticeably poor. And made even worse by the fact that you have to rely on the quit to main menu in order to actually get to places quickly from those fast travel, or get to those places quickly in order to get to the fast travels. Because usually the place you want to get to is not necessarily near a fast travel, but it's near a save point. So you just have to use a save point that's near there and then go on your exploration journey, blah, blah, blah. Quit to main menu to quickly go back, and then you use the fast travel point that's nearby to then go to the next spot. And to me, like, it's just not cohesive. Like, And that's not even like the root of the issue, to be honest. The root of the issue is that this game still has pretty sparsely located save points that honestly should have just been the fast travel points themselves, but then also has you play as like an extremely frail character that like gets hit by a gust of wind and takes 2 damage, right? Which again, that point in isolation is fine, but when you pair it with all the other gameplay elements that the game has, that's where it becomes a bit of a mess. And there's a number of trolls, there's a number of traps that can hit you out of nowhere. Yeah, you got to be cautious. Yeah, you got to be aware. Yeah, there's tension, there's friction, blah, blah, blah. But at its core, a Metroidvania game is about exploring, right? And if you're just punishing the player just for no reason while they're exploring, while they're playing the game in the way you're supposed to, it doesn't feel great. Again, I think it just rubs off on the rest of the game extremely poorly. And not to mention, the actual games, or the actual moments of spectacle in the game, like the high moments where you're fighting a boss or where you're going through a gauntlet or where you're about to get a progression ability, they don't feel as like high of a spectacle of a moment as they otherwise would be. Because a lot of the progression abilities you get aren't even guarded by a boss. It's like a little platforming section, and then you stand at the like whatever it is, I guess altar, I don't know. But you stand at it, you interact with it, you get the progression ability, and then you just carry on from there. Doesn't feel like as impactful or dramatic of a moment since you just get the progression ability just from interacting. And then the bosses that actually guard like major progression are just like a boss that has a very shallow moveset or spawns enemies or, you know, doesn't really try to interact with you, just runs away, just teleports away, blah, blah, blah. It feels like they relied too much on the idea of consider the boss and the path to the boss. Also, why is it playing this? So weird. I think it's bugged. Is it bugged? Okay, there we go. But yeah, it doesn't feel. What was I saying? What was I saying? Like basically, it doesn't feel like they wanted to put as much effort in like designing the boss movesets, because a lot of the bosses either spawn enemies or they have like a boss that's like extremely basic and has like a long boss backtrack. Like, and when I say long boss backtrack, I'm not like counting the time on my watch, like, oh, this is 30 seconds, Team Cherry, give me back my 30 seconds. Okay? Yeah, boss path to the boss, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, I'm not saying like 30 seconds, I can't bear it. I'm like a TikTok child or whatever. Like, come on. Anyone that dismisses my point by saying that, like, you gotta listen a little bit more closely, please. What I'm saying is that the precedent set by having the backtrack be borderline empty space with like barely any enemies, or just like a small platforming thing that you have to do every time you refight the boss. And then they're like, oh, this is part of the boss. And then the boss itself is like some dumb enemy spawning thing, or just has like some basic moveset where it charges at you, runs away more, summons like these, you know, these metal, well, like what are metal bells, and then runs away. Or like, yeah, it's just like the bosses themselves are not that sophisticated, and it feels like they're like robbing you from what you could get more out of from experiencing the boss. Because you have such a cool moveset when you're playing as Hornet. Like, Hornet's moveset is sick. And then the boss is like just some complete basic garbage. Yeah, it just never sat right with me. Like, and then, you know, the boss ends up not guarding actual progression, but just ends up guarding the next area that you have to go to. Like, come on now. Yeah. There's a whole lot of other things I had like annoyances with the game. The fact that you have to pay for literally everything, and the people are like, oh, it's so easy to grind. Yeah, it is so easy to grind. So why don't they just give you the save points and the fast travel for free? Like, what is the point? Oh, immersion, right? Immersion. Is immersion also the reason that we have these bad bosses in the game that just spawn enemies? Immersion, right? Is immersion also the reason why the save points are deliberately sparse, but then sometimes they actually did decide to put the save point right next to the boss? Like, there's always gonna be a suspense of disbelief in a video game. We're playing a video game after all. The devs are just the ones that decide what they want to be like part of the suspense of disbelief and what they want to be like something that the player has to accept as part of the game. But I don't think the developer should ever make compromises on good features for the sake of immersion. And again, this is going to be something we'll talk about on the podcast episode too. But this was a very abridged presentation of my thoughts on Silksong, because, you know, otherwise I'm going to be here forever talking about it. I did give a decent spiel on this game after finishing playing it. I don't think the playthrough playlist is public though, so if you want to find that, you'll have to ask me or join the Discord. But regardless, where do I stand with this game after all that having been said? I think it's decent. I think it is better than those two, but that's as far as I'll put it. And we are going to be ranking Hollow Knight today as well, so those of you that are like, where does Hollow Knight stand now that I played Silksong? Just you wait. But yeah, this is where I stand with Silksong. It's not disappointing, because I do think the root of the issues with this game are just extremely simplistic Metroidvania features that they could have fixed yesterday, and the game would be so much better. The double damage wouldn't feel as bad. The fact that save points are sparse and fast travel is sparse wouldn't feel as bad. You know, if they just fixed the economy, which they already fixed the economy, but again, that just goes to show, like, you know, if it's easy to get money, then they also should have just given them to you just right away. And the rental benches thing is just silly too. It's just a lot of troll knowledge checks that are just pointless. Like, ha ha ha, gotcha, ha 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 ha. It's a game about exploration, not a game about trolling. Leave the trolling in the 90s, please. But, you know, I commend them for attempting to experiment. But I don't think the things that they experimented with were necessary to experiment. But regardless, they gave it a shot, I guess. Just incredible to me. Like, this game is definitely a kind of game where it can do no wrong. People will love it to death no matter what. As long as it's Hollow Knight, basically. People will love it to death. I find that very interesting, but the devs must have waited in lines as a kid, but never got into that bumper car ride. That's the song. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Corpse running as well as in this game. Like, oh my goodness, don't get me started. Corpse running in a Metroidvania. Yeah, this game is pretty rough, but again, salvaged by an overall good moveset that the character possesses. Very fun combat options. The combat with the enemies themselves is annoying because the flying enemies are trash. They're all the same AI basically, just meant to annoy you. But the movement is sick. The combat options are sick, like the different crests and stuff, the tools as well. It's unfortunate the way they handled the currency around the tools. I do feel like it's a little bit pointless to make it cost money to like repair them when you already have a limited use per save anyway. What, just to make the player grind more and waste their time further? And there's a limit to how many shards you can carry, like what? What is the point of that? The side quests being terrible, like a lot of them are just fetch quests. Kill this enemy X number of times. One of them is progression, by the way. Don't get me started. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're done. Silksong stays there. Ender Lilies. This game deeply saddened me, I must say. Like this game, after finishing this game, I genuinely like started rethinking whether I liked Metroidvanias. Because, dude, I just constantly see all these Metroidvanias on Steam get like immense praise by people that have probably never played Castlevania or Metroid, to be fair. But they get immense praise. And I play the game myself, and I'm like, what? You know? Yeah, Ender Lilies, I think to be fair to it, it's definitely not a high production quality game, But even with regards to that, I feel like the game didn't really leverage what it did best in that regard, which is like the emotional connection, the emotional draw. And it didn't leverage that the best because I don't think the music pairs well with the gameplay. And I also don't think the idea, or I don't think the choice of not having voice acting bodes well for it either. Those things actually reflect very poorly on the gameplay experience, which would otherwise be excused due to the lack of production quality on it, production value. But I don't think I can excuse it anymore because those are the best things about the game, to be honest, other than the quality of life features, which again, brought down by their questionable choices made on the map layouts for the rooms. Yeah, again, I gave my thoughts on it yesterday. Movement is rigid, combat is rigid, enemies are boring. A lot of the bosses late game are extremely silly. There's literally a boss that teleports around, invincible by the way when it teleports, spawns enemies infinitely, and throws like darts at you, and that's what the boss is. There are literally mini bosses that were more intricate than that boss, and that boss had a major progression ability guarding it. It was guarding, but yeah. Final boss barely did anything. It spawned enemies pretty often, that's for sure, and occasionally it swiped its claws at you, threw its claws into the ground. Yeah, dude, I don't know what to say. Like, and there's other parts of the game that are just a big letdown as well. I feel like the exploration was very close to being good, but just again held back by the map. The relics, which are basically charms, a lot of them are uninteresting. They're just like higher damage, higher HP, move faster, like things like that. Just not interesting. Which is why I do think Castlevania adding a drop system to its Metroidvania games was definitely one of the most genius ideas they've ever done. The drop rates are a separate issue, which, you know, let's not talk about that. The drop rates are pretty bad in Castlevania games, but that is definitely one integration that I think Igarashi has benefited from. Benefited from having integrated into every Metroidvania he's made since then. This game doesn't have any drop systems, so unfortunately, after a while, killing enemies has little incentive, especially late game where a lot of the enemies are so tanky and kill you in 2 to 3 shots. It's almost Dark Souls. Yeah, on the other hand, game's very generous with save points. Fast travel's pretty solid, allowing you just to fast travel between any save point in the game. And you can also return to any save point at any time, which is great, even during boss fights. Yeah. But unfortunately, I just don't think the game is great overall. I think Pseudo Regalia was honestly more fun. Like, the thing with Endless is that I'd never go back to this game ever. The game feel is just way off, and it's not the kind of game I would play. But I also would never go back to Servants of the Dark, so it's tough. I guess I'll do that. Yeah, that's where I stand. It's just unfortunate. I know we ranked like 4 games that I didn't like, but that is the state of K-Drive with Metroidvanias right now that I've played recently. It's just unfortunate. Igarashi, save me with a Scarlett engagement, please. Pretty please. We're not done here yet though. One more game to reevaluate. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was a game I did finish up on stream and wanted to do more of, but after getting to the normal ending, I kind of felt like exhaustion from it, like just disappointment as well from not having liked it. After like letting my thoughts settle a little more, I think I understand how I feel about the game. I still don't like it. That's how I feel about the game. I still don't like it. However, especially after having played Silksong, I do see Hollow Knight's issues more clearly. And I think one of the biggest issues with the game is just pacing. The pacing is very poor. There's no reason why you shouldn't just start with the dash. A lot of the early game is just padding in terms of the amount of time it takes for any real progress to be made. You're kind of just exploring aimlessly. The other thing I realized I think Silksong did much better than Hollow Knight is having having an NPC that actually speaks, like actually interacts with the other NPCs. I said NPC. Having a player character that interacts with NPCs and speaks. Hollow Knight is just a mute protagonist, and I think it loses a lot of personality for me. I don't really feel any drive or motivation to understand the world through the lens of the character I'm playing. Whereas with Hornet, I'm like, all right, like, you know, at least it's clear to me what I need to do. You know, I'm trying to get to like the summit of the world. You know, I'm trying to meet face to face with Grandmother Silk kind of thing. Whereas Hollow Knight, you're just kind of like aimlessly exploring. You know, so I think that was a big letdown for sure. However, I do think for Hollow Knight, the big enjoyment factor for me was definitely the platforming after doing White Palace. Yeah, the platforming is fun, and it just made me realize this game really just should have been a platformer instead of a Metroidvania. The Metroidvania elements aren't necessarily that bad compared to the other stuff I've played, but I don't think it's done the game any favors to have stuff like, oh, you got to find the map guy in every new area. Oh, the map doesn't actually uncover until you hit a save point. Oh, you have to buy the map. You have to buy the quality of life features. You have to corpse run when you die. The best fast travel in the game is quitting out. That kind of thing, right? Like these are all like just not good Metroidvania features, right? And I think other Metroidvanias that came after have definitely suffered from the Hollow Knight syndrome, where this game was so successful that everyone wants to copy it and don't understand what to copy, unfortunately. The Hollow Knight devs don't understand the copy either, clearly, because they double down on very puzzling things. But I digress. Regardless, where I stand with this game, I would rather play Silksong over Hollow Knight. However, I do think Hollow Knight is like right about there. Right about there. And I know people are going to be like, oh, do you think Silksong is better than Hollow Knight? Why do you put Hollow Knight above it? To be honest, I don't know. It's just a feeling. Just a feeling. I feel like Silksong was just frustrating for no reason. Like just trolling you for no reason. Hollow Knight's not troll. Hollow Knight just has like some like poorly implemented features, but it's not like troll in that way. I guess one area is, which is a deep nest, but yeah, that's like its own problem too. Like just no save points and no vision, right? But Hollow Knight's like a nice chill experience overall. And I think the exploration in Hollow Knight's much better because the game is more open, whereas Silksong is pretty linear. Which I think having a linear game with the bad features that Team Cherry seem to enjoy in their Metroidvanias makes the exploration even worse. Whereas if your game is more open, you can kind of get away with those things a little bit more because you know that players can take different paths and still make progress. Whereas in Silksong, like you have to go to this place to get progression. You have to go to this place to get progression, blah, blah. And they deceive you because there's so many dead ends that are far along a path in Silksong, especially early game. And some of those dead ends literally take you right back to the beginning, as I mentioned with the corridor, the famous troll blind jumps. And I assure you, most people are not going to manually backtrack to where they were. They're just going to quit out to the last used save point. And that to me is a design flaw. Conscious design flaw, unfortunately. But design flaw nonetheless. Alright, thankfully we can finally retire this empty column. And there we are. I don't have any other games I want to move around. I think everything else is good where it is. Honestly, I might move Hollow Knight down later on. Depends on how I feel later on. But I don't really have any other Metroidvanias anytime soon in my backlog, other than like, what, 9 Souls and stuff. I actually don't remember. Let me see. Backlog. After Still to Go? Oh, absolutely. You already know. Dude, every time I play that game, I'm like, this game just feels so much better than a lot of Metroidvanias. It's a shame, dude. It's really a big shame. Does not get as much love as it deserves. Hollow Knight stands for Hater Kurushi. Okay, Axe and Verge 2, Blaster Master 0. I don't know if I'll play Blaster Master 0 on stream. That is a Metroidvania. Dundara, Trials of Fear. 9 Souls. Prey is like borderline Metroidvania, but not really. It's interesting. I think that's it. Well, there's some that are not on here. There's some that are on Switch, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't think I have many Metroidvanias left anyway, so I'm glad. Any interest in Awaken? Nah, I did check out that game though. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it. No plans, at least. I said I wasn't gonna play Silksong, and I did play it, but I did hint at the fact that if I play it, it wouldn't be because of me. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, okay, there is Ori 2. The Ori 2 blind race. I will be adding Ori 2 to this list after we finish up the blind race, so that's true. There is that. Is there anything else on my like wish list or something? Oh yeah, I'm not getting that game ever. Dark Souls. Shantae. Tunic we're doing a blind race for, so that doesn't count in the same way as my backlog. Ender Magnolia, I forgot to remove this, but yeah, no way. Oh, Toa Luna Nights. I think we're blind racing that, but I can't remember. Emberbane, I just been following it. It looks like it's finally gotten a release date. Let's go. I left the devs Discord. I'm probably gonna join back and take a peek. But if this game ends up releasing, I might check it out. We'll see. Yeah, that is ongoing. Yeah, it's ongoing. Yeah, we're trying to continue it, but you know, we want to have Jub on for commentary, so we're probably only going to be able to do the weekends for Ori 2 sessions. But yeah. Iterna Lucis. I was just monitoring that game, guys. But it's not a game I'm actually trying to buy. Oh yeah. Astra Fading Stars and Bloodstained Scarlet. Okay, yeah. This is the big one right here. This is the big one. Astra Fading Stars, I'm just trying to see what the devs come up with still. Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, Crowsworn. Waka told me about this one. It's like a Bloodborne inspired Metroidvania. It looks pretty cool, to be honest, but because it's very Hollow Knight inspired, it might be troublesome. Hey, what's up, Chewy? SteamWorld Dig 2? True, I did forget that. But I have that game, so that's not in... wait, did I ever add that to my backlog category? Oh, it's in the blind race category. Yeah, we were gonna race that, I think. But I also put it in backlog in case like we don't actually end up racing it. Hope you're doing well though. Also waiting Crowsworn. Yeah, Crowsworn did look cool. But I know that it's gonna be Hollow Knight inspired, so I'm kind of waiting with bated breath, you know. You're surprised Silksong came out before Crowsworn? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Silksong just kind of got like announced and then it released like 2 weeks after, right? Pretty crazy. But yeah, this game looks cool. I'm hoping that they actually like make it a Metroidvania and not just like a Dark Souls game but 2D, you know? Because that's always the trouble with games that look like this. That's what happened with Last Faith. It kind of focused more on like the Souls stuff. I feel like the Metroidvania stuff was lost. All right. Yeah, so that's it for the tier list, guys. I guess I do have a couple of Metroidvanias left, but I'm not exactly looking forward to most of them. This is update 1.4. Cool. All right, let me get Bleach the Third Phantom set up. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. See you guys on the other side. Right, I'm back. I'm still getting Melon DS situated. Before it actually wasn't reading my controller, so hopefully it might be because of the new 8-bit Do firmware. I got that a few weeks ago, and it's been causing trouble in other games as well. When I was doing the Bootsie's playtest. But let's see if it works now with the relaunch. Hopefully I won't need to restart my whole computer, but we'll see. So just a couple more moments for that, sorry. Okay. I think it should be good now. Let's get the music out of the way. And let's boot up the game. Okay, so for this playthrough, guys, oopsie. For this playthrough, we're gonna use fast forward because this game needs it. Oh boy, does it need it. And I'll let you guys see what it looks like in normal speed for a little bit, and then hopefully the point will have been made clear after the first couple bits of gameplay, because yikes. Okay, so for context, I played this game, but I've not beaten it. I got through like a third of the way of the game, and I just couldn't take it anymore, so I stopped. And now we're revisiting it for whatever reason. But thankfully we're using emulation, so it won't be as bad, but it'll still be bad. Oh, this song might be copyright struck. Too late. This whole VOD is gone. Oopsie. We'll see. All right. Should be visible and audible now. Let me know if not. And if you guys want to see the fast forward toggle that I have, it's right now it's bound to my right trigger, so it's gonna sound jarring, but you know, I'll turn it off and on demand. Looks good. Excellent. Thank you. But yeah, let's go ahead and yeah, set it to that. Fast message speed. Even with fast message speed, it's pretty slow. All right, there we go. So diversity male and female is like, I think the story is the same, but basically the dialogue is different. Like the two characters are brother and sister, and they converse with each other pretty often in the dialogue, so you just get like slightly different dialogue, but otherwise the story is the same. And then we'll leave the character named as normal. And here we go. I can't remember if there's voice acting. I don't think there was, but anyway. I can go ahead and read for now. My voice is feeling fine. Soul Reapers are the spiritual guardians of the human world. They are the balancers who watch over the souls of this world, both good and evil. Oh yeah, by the way, this story is non-canon for any of you Bleach fans. Not canon. However, it still was written in parts by Tite Kubo himself, so pretty awesome. Good souls are shown the way to the Soul Society, the realm of the souls. The Soul Society can be roughly divided into the Seirete and the Rukon district. The Seirete lies in the center of the Soul Society and is home to the realm's nobles and soul reapers. The Rukon district lies on the outskirts of the Serete. It is the poorest area of the Soul Society. Yeah, this is where freedom is the greatest, and it is home to the majority of the realm souls. But the Rukon district is under attack. Hollows, those evil spirits that cannot rest in peace, have launched a sudden assault. Now, 3 Soul Reapers race toward the Rukon district. Chapter 1? No way. It's Aizen. He's a bad guy. We're nearing the patrol that put out the call for help, Captain Suzunami. You heard him, Urahara. We better hurry. Sure, that's fine. But why am I being dragged along a Squad 5 rescue mission? You were the only one available who could keep up with Aizen and me. This is an emergency, Captain Urahara. We hope you don't mind. Fine, but I'd rather leave this kind of stuff to you young folks and just devote myself to research. Training young people is one of the duties of a captain, though, sir. I just create things. I'm no good at training people. It's a hollow. Alright, that's enough griping. I sense hollows nearby. 6 of them? No, 7? So many in one place. Too many for the patrol squad to try and handle alone. I hope we make it in time. Where's that Yoruichi when we need her anyway? Okay, now we got the tutorial fight. And you can see how slow it is. I'm not joking, guys. This is the normal speed. All 5 patrol members dead. At least they managed to lure 6 of the hollows into this vacant lot and minimize the damage. They didn't die in vain. I don't get it though. Hollows don't usually operate in groups, but here they all are together. We can think about that later. Right now it's time to avenge the deaths of our men. Yeah, we have a score to settle. Let's move. We still have to figure out where that 7th hollow went to. Okay, we see the commands here. Move to specified spot, attack enemy, use skills, charge spiritual pressure, use equipment, in character's action. And there's a whole manual in this game, I'm pretty sure, as well. Like, the manual actually has a lot of important stuff. I need to refresh myself on it anyway, because it's been a while since I played. Character hit points, character skill points, direct attack power, defense power against non-keto, accuracy, ability to hit enemy, evasion, ability to evade attack, spiritual pressure, increased chance of additional strikes after direct attack. So this spiritual pressure thing, oh man, I remember. The spiritual pressure thing is actually so troll, because sometimes you'll have already killed the enemy, and if you have high spiritual pressure, it'll still trigger the super attack that happens, and it'll waste more time. It's actually so troll, and there's no way to skip it. So Disgaea FF Tactics vibes, let's go. Yeah. It's definitely like a what's it called? Fire Emblem. Okay. Adds to adjacent allies direct attack. One-time return. I'm trying to remember how to play the game. Thank you very much. Defeat all hollows. Lost condition. Seigen Suzunami defeated. Okay. Gameplay info. With my ninja info cards. We saw that already. Spiritual pressure. The spiritual pressure command raises spiritual pressure. Any reishi nearby will also be absorbed, causing even greater boost. Use the Y button to view reishi locations. Direct attacks also boost spiritual pressure. Wait, so I'm trying to remember. They explained this when I played, but I forgot exactly the significance of that. Combat attributes. Each character has an attribute that gives advantages and disadvantages in combat. There are also 2 special attributes. All is strong against any attribute. Non-combat characters cannot attack directly. This is the RPS system. Power beats speed, speed beats tech, tech beats power. And then all beat everything. And everything here that you see, power, tech, speed, beat the non-combat. So what does non-combat beat? Nothing. Exactly. Yeah, so and there's more on the next tab. So yeah, this is the manual I was thinking of. Experience is gained by defeating enemies, and characters level up at every 100 XP. The difference between character enemy level decides the XP obtained. Characters surviving after clearing a stage obtain bonus XP calculated based on the following conditions: number of turns to clear, number of support team attacks, number of surviving characters. Win conditions. Okay, we saw that already. Okay, normal size allies can support each other when side by side on the map. There is active support for direct attacks and passive support that is unconditional. In left figure, A raises B attack power. Yeah. Additional attacks. After a direct attack, there's a chance of additional attack. Additional attacks are more likely during high spiritual pressure, and they always occur against an opponent if you have advantage in combat attributes. This is what I was saying again. So if you want to like speed up the gameplay, like speed up the combat encounters, you actually don't want to have the advantage attribute over like the small fry enemy, because it just takes forever to wait through the super attack animation. It's super troll. But again, we won't have that problem because we're going to fast forward anyway. When we get there, we're not going to fast forward during this tutorial fight because I want you guys to see it in real time. Two adjacent characters can attack together in certain conditions. Support attack, adjacent support available if character with attack combat support is adjacent. Team, cooperative attack. A combined attack available if two adjacent characters have each other in their co-op settings and have their high spiritual pressure. Good. Skills are unleashed by using SP or HP. The area of effect depends on the skill. The damage caused by skill depends on the SP of both parties. Some skills can only be used before moving, others after moving. The skills that have the move mark, those skills have the move mark. The move mark can be added to a skill later by upgrading a weapon and learning Ishihaki. I don't know what that is. Okay, flash up attacks. Flash up attacks such as Senka allow the attacker to strike enemies while moving at high speed. Like, look at how cool this game could have been, by the way. Like, honestly, if they just fixed like the speed issues, like the battle speed, then this game could have been sick. But instead, it's pretty mediocre. Enemies cannot counterattack, but those can use faster step are immune to it and block the movement. Alright, equipment. You get equipment by defeating enemies or in free time events. You can carry up to 10 pieces of equipment into battle. Equipment is classified as follows. Oh yeah, okay. There was the free time events. The free time events are like a mini game thing. It's like a board game or something. And if you land on like the right tile, you get the rewards on that tile. It's kind of goofy. All right. Okay, Reishi on the map. The advantages of staying on a Reishi spot are as follows. Strength and attack defense include skills. SP recover at start of turn. The amount of strengthening recovery depends on the Reishi concentration of the character's location. Yeah. Okay. Area abilities. Area abilities cause recovery damage to all allies or enemies standing in a certain range around the character. Some area abilities occur passive while standing by, while others are used as active skills. Status elements. Status ailments. Sorry, status ailments. A status ailment places restrictions on its victim. It is cured automatically after a certain number of turns or by using a skill or item that can cure it. Only one status ailment can be suffered at a time. The most recent one cancels the previous one. Oh yeah, by the way guys, for this VOD, since I have the tier list update and the start of this playthrough in the same stream VOD, I'll be extracting the tier list portion and doing an upload for that separately, and then extracting the playthrough portion and putting that in the playlist proper so that, you know, those of you that want to watch back on it, it's much easier to do so. Okay. Poison, held, frozen, burn, shock, ice cell, venom, homonka. I'm guessing that's a Soihon's skill. Yeah. Sky Rift. Sky Rifts periodically spawn hollows. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bankai. Okay, that's like character specific, so I don't care about that much. Onso, special action limit to Soul Reapers is available when next to a hole. You earned a full 100 experience points for farming Konso. So Konso is like when you like send the like evil spirit back to the Soul Society. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Or I guess technically not an evil spirit, but like before they become an evil spirit. It's like a neutral spirit. Free time. During free time, you can... Yeah, here's the board game I was talking about. During free time, you can view events by selecting their panels. Each panel has action points that determine how far you advance. Free time ends after you reach the goal space or fall into a pit. The icons on spaces and panels indicate the following. Raise main character stats, lower HP usage for next panel, get equipment, end event period, raise affinity with main character, question marks. Pit, end free time, goal space, end free time. Forming your party. Oh no, not the bear. Yeah, Kon. Yeah. On the form party screen, it's like, dude, it's such a silly part of the game, but I guess it is technically funny. Also, I'm getting pinged for something. Okay, we're good. All right, on the form party screen, you can prepare for battle by selecting battle characters, raising character stats, and adjusting co-op settings. True. Deploy, blah, blah, co-op settings. I think, oh, oops. I think that's for something else. Oh, this. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is actually important. Never mind. Co-op setting is important. Okay. Co-op, main character. Strength of co-op stats between the main character and allies varies. When it is high, it acts as a modifier that can raise the accuracy of team attacks, for example. View the strength of co-op status in the co-op settings screen in the party formation. Upgrading characters. Use stat points earned by gaining levels to upgrade character stats and weapons. Zanpakuto. Upgrading a weapon allows new skills to be learned and the acquisition of abilities that strengthen skills and characters. The number of abilities characters can acquire is limited by the number of slots they have, but more slots can be gained via weapon upgrades. Weapon upgrades. The results of weapon upgrades can be categorized as follows. New ability acquisition. What? Oh, okay. I was like, is there more? That line at the bottom looked like there's more, but no. New ability acquisition, ability upgrade, ability slot increase, new skill acquisition, skill upgrade, character stat improvement. And that is all. All right. We've absorbed a lot of information. Do we know how to play the game now? Not exactly, but it's okay. We don't really need to know how to play this game. Wait. Okay. Commands. So which character is right now? Oh, okay. I picked the character. Oh, this is so trippy. Wait, which direction is right? What? Oh, okay. It's oriented. Ah, this is so strange. So basically north is like to the right. So it's like this, so this is up. I'm pressing up right now, right? This is down, this is left, this is right. Like I was getting so tripped up by that, but okay, we're good. It's gonna take a while to get used to that. Okay, and then see Aizen's info. Co-op with Suzunami. And he improves the allies' defense. And he's a tech thing. Tech type. He's also tech type. So what was it? Power skill tech, I think. I forgot already. Power tech speed. Okay. Power beats speed, speed beats tech, tech beats power. It's kind of arbitrary, isn't it? I guess we can just remember it by PST in alphabetical order. With tech. So what beats tech? Speed, right? Okay, he's tech. He's tech. He's speed. Okay, so this guy beats everyone. Pretty much, right? Yeah, okay, he literally beats everyone. So I guess we kind of want him to be like the main focus. Move. So he has to be adjacent, right? He has to be adjacent to where I'm moving or where I'm attacking to get the co-op thing. Okay, let's try this. This reminds me kind of Metal Slug Tactics, if that's how it ends up working. Oh yeah, I have to do like this and then stand by. Yeah, if I don't want to attack, then I have to do that. Kind of sucks. Move. Oh, I can't move. I trolled myself. Okay. And then attack. Oh, we can't attack because he's not adjacent to anything. Okay, fine. I'll just move here, I guess. Oh, wow. I trolled myself then. Yeah, so nice. Has the advantage, yay. No support member. 100% accuracy, 61% accuracy. It shows you your spiritual pressure that you've got charged up at that moment. Here I come. So then basically, I'm pretty sure you just have to watch this cutscene. Okay, yeah, one shot, right? Watch this cutscene to see the attack. That's every time you attack. So you guys can probably imagine, right? Reishi. I wish there was a way to show the Reishi while you're like moving a character, for example. Unfortunately, there is not. Okay. Pressure. So it just concentrates the pressure into one square, it looks like. Pretty cool, but imagine it gets old quickly. Yeah, dude. Like, it's just that, like, there's no way to speed it up, you know? That's the problem. Oh, I could have guarded, I guess. Wow, I didn't one-shot him. Sad. Wait, what was guard? So counter or defense. Oh, counter is attacking. Okay, and then guard is like something else, I guess. Probably raising defense. I don't remember seeing it on there, so. But if I want to speed this up, I'd rather just counter. I can tank all the hits. But again, we'll do this fight without fast forwarding. And then the next one we'll do with fast forwarding. So let's try guard. Yeah, it just raises defenses, it seems like. Oh, Aizen, oh. Yeah, no problem, Robert. Thank you for hanging out. See you around. Player's turn. Wow, my turn now? That's nice. Oh, now they tell you about combat attributes. They were waiting to tell me that one. Oh, I can do LR to switch between them. That's good. I actually did not notice that. Kind of big, kind of huge. Okay, move from here. Attack. it's just like a target, dude. Trolling me.
Here I come. Hit fast and hard. Shoot it.
Oh, okay, what was this? Wait, so how much spiritual pressure does 50? 56? Oh, that's SP, not spiritual pressure. Okay, so the pressure bar shows the spiritual pressure. Makes sense. Alright, let's try him now. Yeah, so if I attack, then I don't get to move in this situation. Oh, it didn't activate the support, so oopsie. Okay, yep, and then attack. Attack the guy that has more HP.
You won't get away.
You won't get away. Wow, enemy turn. Crazy. You know, I think it was a bad idea for them to like not allow you to skip animations, especially for like the enemy turns.
You won't get away.
Because yeah, all of this is just sad. Keyscape embodied. At least these guys will die if the counter lands.
You won't get away. Try out, Benihime.
Yeah, they had the super happen because I had high spiritual pressure. But does it get consumed now? No, it's still pretty high. So I guess it just stays high while I'm on the square. Because it gets absorbed into the square that I'm on.
You won't get away.
Yeah, there it didn't trigger, so yay. Time save. Run's not dead. Win conditions, what? Oh yeah, I have to this is great. You can't like move all your guys and then attack. You have to move, attack separately.
Here I come.
It's a shame. Yo, super procced because Suzunami beats literally every character. Every enemy, that is. That ought to do it. Yeah, I hope so. Battle finished at last. Alright, so yeah, now you guys get a sense of how it'll be. Fast forward's coming on for the next battle. Well, that takes care of that. As in, you stay here and guard. Stay here and stand guard. Yes, sir. Taking a sip. Uhar, you come with me. We'll go look for that other hollow. Sure, I'll bet that one's the leader. Ah, Fujimaru. Hehehe. Well, aren't you the little hero? Think you can protect your sister, do you? What an interesting pair of souls. You're what they call twins, aren't you? Matsuri. I'm quite the connoisseur of rare and unusual souls, you see. I don't even know how it's pronounced in English, to be honest. So I just know I'm going to love devouring yours. I'll start with the eldest. Would that be you, or is it your half-dead brother there? Here they come. The Soul Reapers are coming, and I sense overwhelming spiritual pressure from them too. Remember my name. Mad Eater will be back someday to make a snack of your souls. Hey, what's up, Tactical Mind? You missed the rankings? Yeah. Feel free to rewind in the VOD though, if you'd like. Darn, it got away. I don't sense it anymore. Huh? The hollow got him, huh? He's still alive. Those wounds. I don't think the poor kid's gonna make it. He's still alive. I'll leave it up to you, Captain Suzunami. What do you think? Urahara, you take care of the girl. I'll carry the boy. Oh, thank you, sir. Don't you worry, little girl. Your brother's going to be just fine. Thank you. I don't know about this. I mean, even if emergency relief team were right here, I still don't know if they could save him. Do you guys think he lives? Our main character? He's going to be all right now. His color looks a lot better. He'll probably wake up soon. I hope so. Oh my. Good morning. So sleepy. Wake up, Fujimaru. You can wake up now, can't you? Huh? Oh, it's you, Matsuri. Hey, come on, snap out of it. Wake up and thank Lord Sagan and Lady Konoka properly, will you? Huh? Lord Sagan? Lady Konoka? Oh, oops. Okay, let me not match too fast. What happened to me? Where are we? You were attacked by a hollow. You almost died. But then Lord Sagan and Lady Konoka saved you. Oh wow, but hey, thank goodness you're alright, Matsuri. You big dummy. Try worrying about yourself instead of me for a change. No way, you're my little sis. Oh, come on, we're twins. That older younger thing doesn't mean a whole lot in our case. Of course it does. I'm always going to be your big brother. Yeah. Okay, talk to Suzunami. If you're going to thank anybody, thank Konoka and your sister. I just brought you here as part of my duty as captain. Captain? That's right. I'm Sagan Suzunami, captain of Squad 5 of the 13 Court Guard squads. Sagan Suzunami? This is my home. You've been asleep for an entire day. It's only been one day since that hollow attacked me? That's right. Huh. It seems like I've been asleep for a lot longer than that. Lady Konoka, was it? That's right. Konoka Suzunami. Konoka Suzunami. Yes. It's nice to meet you, Fujimaru Kudo. How are you feeling? Do you have any discomfort? No, nothing at all. Huh, I wonder why it doesn't hurt. I think I remember that hollow really doing some serious damage to my back. Yes, it healed up nicely, don't you think? I did my best so it wouldn't leave a scar. Hey, you're right. So you're the one who healed me? That's right. Thank you. That must have been such a frightening experience for you, but you can relax now, you're safe. The only thing you have to think about now is getting better. Yes, ma'am. So what is this place? You're in the Serete. This is Suzunami Mansion. Serete? The The Sarata is the central area of the Soul Society, where the Soul Reapers and nobility live. Does that mean you're a Soul Reaper? No, I'm not a Soul Reaper. Nobility then? Well, I suppose you could say that, although we certainly live a modest existence here. Huh. Huh, indeed. We owe our lives to Lord Sagan and Lady Konoka. Who knows what would have happened if they hadn't rescued us. But mainly, I'm just glad that Matsuri is safe and sound. This is Lord Sagan's estate, and Lady Konoka is his sister. I was seriously injured, but Lady Konoka healed me somehow. I wonder how she managed to do that in a single day. I still can't believe it. Dude, even the transitions are slow. Like the fade in and fade out. I can't believe it. Lady Konoka, can I have some more apples? I want some too. Okay, but make sure you share. Here you go. Yum. I love apples. Wow. So what do you think? Good as new, right? I'll say, the picture of health after only 2 days? How did you do it, Konoka? Urahara. Oh, well, I guess some things are better left unexplored. Whoa. Hold it right there. No, I want to know too how she did it in that short of a time frame. But I do have a suggestion if you want to hear it. A suggestion? What do you think about taking these two in? Here? Of course, that was my intention from the beginning. Really? You're sure it's alright? You don't mind, do you, Sagan? Well, allowing Rukon District residents to live in the Serete is technically prohibited. But if that's what you want, Konoka, I'm more than willing to go along with it. Hey, that's great. You kids, you like Sagan and Konoka, don't you? Of course, they're great. Good. Then it's settled. You can live right here with us. Yippee! Yeah, we get to stay with Lady Konoka. Good, I guess that takes care of that for now anyway. Are there any more apples? You wolfed down all those apples already between the two of you? Yeah, I'm still hungry though. Yeah, me too. A good appetite is a sign of a strong spiritual power in that case. Hey kids, I got a proposal for you two. So, note to self, if you eat a lot, then you're strong in Bleach. So, do you really think we can be Soul Reapers? Mr. Urahara said he was sure we could do it, but I don't know. Yeah, I know, huh? Soul Reapers. He said if we become Soul Reapers, we can keep right on living with Lady Konoka and Lord Sagan. But do you really think we'll ever be able to fight hollows and stuff? I mean, us? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. But as long as there's a chance, I think we have to try. If we go back to Rukon District, we won't be able to repay Lady Konoka and Lord Sagan for saving us. Yeah, you're right. We got to give it our best try. Right, let's do it. For them. Would you like to save the game? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Several years later. Ender Lilies was so bad, I questioned my desire in Metroidvanias. Well, at least I tried it. Yeah. You know, it wasn't Ender Lilies in isolation, but it's just like the past couple of Metroidvanias I've played in a row, I've been disappointed with. So, you know, I mean, Ori 2 is kind of lifting my spirits, but it's a blind race, so it's not quite the same as experiencing it on my own in the casual setting. But yeah, that's the current feeling, you know, unfortunately. I became a Soul Reaper along with my sister Matsuri. I wanted to keep the oath I made that faithful day. Uh-oh. Wanted to. Chapter 2, Joining the Squad. We did it. Wow, they've grown up. We really did it. We're Soul Reapers. Hey, there you are, newbies. Yikes, eek. Hey, Soul Reapers aren't supposed to let anybody sneak up on them that easily. Who are you? Kyan Shiba, nice to meet ya. Shiba? Hey, I've heard of you. Kyan Shiba? Don't you know who he is? He's legendary at the Soul Reaper General Academy. Never mind that, this is your very first day at work. Let me be the first to welcome you to Squad 5. Thank you, sir. It's nice to meet you too, sir. You might not think it's so nice after I put you through your paces today. I hope you're ready. Now, get to the squad station for your official welcome. Make sure you speak up loud and clear when spoken to and stand at attention. Yes, sir. You're all here. Good. Line up, please. In terms of the timeline, I kind of wonder when this happened. I mean, because Aizen's obviously still in the Soul Society. So it had to have been before the events of the beginning of Bleach. As you all know, today we welcome 2 new members to Squad 5. Stand forward, you two. Yes, sir. Aha, thanks for the good laugh. You were tripping all over that tongue of yours trying to get your self-introduction out. Darn, I made a fool of myself the very first day. Do they have original characters just for the game? Yeah, the 2 MCs, Matsuri and Fujimaru, are both original characters. Suzunami might be original as well as Konoka. I don't remember those 2 from anything else. I think they're both original. But as far as I can remember, everyone else is from the original Bleach proper. Hey, don't worry about it. You made everybody laugh, didn't you? Except the captain. They weren't laughing in a mean way. They all sounded pretty friendly. Yeah, I guess so, but I'm still really embarrassed. Congratulations and welcome to Squad 5. Lieutenant Aizen. You don't have to be so formal with me. A lieutenant is really more like a mediator between the captain and his men, after all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'd like to say something, too. Lord Sagan. Now that you've become official members of the squad, I'd like you to address me as Captain Suzunami. Yes, sir. Very sorry, Captain Suzunami. That's all for now. Shiba will show you the ropes. Yes, sir. Alright, let's eat, everyone. Everything looks so good. Wow, didn't you go a little overboard, Lady Konoka? But you joined the squad today. That's even more cause for celebration than graduation. That's right. By the way, you two, where did you get those hair ornaments? Oh, these? Heh. They were a little congratulatory present from me. Oh, they were from you? They look nice on them, don't you think? Yes, I'm so used to thinking of them as little kids, but look at them, all grown up. We wanted to tell you about the ornaments at the squad station, but it didn't really seem like the right time. Yes, well, as captain, I have to treat all my men equally when we're at the station. That's in the best interest of everyone, including you two. You can understand that, right? By the way, for this game, I definitely have more fun like with the story and the dialogue than the actual gameplay, so just understand that, okay? Yes, Captain Suzunami. You don't have to call me that now. Even I like to relax when I'm at home.
「 even I like to relax when I'm at home.
You're the one who set yourself up for that one, Sagan, right, kids? Free time. Yay, everyone's favorite part of the game. Stupid mini game, dude. Oh my goodness. So, quick, optimize. How do we get to that chest right there? We gotta do 2 and then 3. Okay, easy, easy. Dude, I don't know why they have this. You call Lieutenant Eisen. Technically, all of the scenarios are optional. But obviously, in order to get through the free time, you have to do some of the scenarios. Sorry to bother you, but I have a visitor. Would you mind serving us tea? Certainly, sir. Who might that visitor be? I wonder. Here you are. Thank you. Allow me to make the introductions. This is Captain Jushiro Ukitake of Squad 13. Eisen pre-exposed evil. Yeah, what's up, Retro Rage? Indeed, indeed. I think you'll like. Watching the playthrough Retro Rage. It's more Bleach, you know. The gameplay itself, though. You'll probably quickly understand why I'm fast forwarding when we get there. But I think if you're a Bleach fan, you'll definitely like the story stuff. Pleased to meet you, sir. I am new to Squad 5. My name is... Suzanami told me all about the two of you. Oh? You twins are quite close, I hear. Did the captain say so? He did. And that is really saying something coming from one who holds his sister in such high esteem. Well, I suppose that's true. I'd love to see the two of you together. I imagine you are a lot alike. Actually, our personalities are quite different. Is that right? Sorry for prying, but we rarely get twin soul reapers. Please stop by our squad station when you have time. Oh, thank you, sir. I don't get out very much, so come by anytime. That's very kind of you, sir. I guess I'll be pushing off. See you later. I'll see the captain out. You can go back to work. Yes, sir. So that's Captain Ukitake. He seems really friendly. We'll have to pay him a visit one day. Yay.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got to do 3 next. Here we go. Rookie education. Fujimaru Matsuri, do you have a minute? Oh, this also scrolls. Oh, interesting. I didn't know. What is it, sir? There's something you should keep in mind. Yes, sir? Now that you graduated from the Soul Reaper General Academy, and you worked hard to become Soul Reapers, don't let yourself become complacent. This is just the beginning of the challenges you'll face as official Soul Reapers. Yes, sir. First off, let me talk a bit about Squad 5. Even among the 13 Core Guard squads, Squad 5 values its reputation for swift action, much like its captain. I suppose so. My personality is reflected in the character of my squad. Come what may, Squad 5 takes quick initiative and does its best to outshine the other squads. We take great pride in that. Consequently, we have no tolerance for slackers. That sounds pretty strict. It's not that we insist on impeccable skills. What matters is the determination to improve oneself in thought and action. Thought and action. Pride yourselves in these things. As long as you are a member of Squad 5, bear them in mind. Yes, sir. Here, take this. Study it well. Squad 5 manual received. Oh. Item get. Item gets 3 ointments, bruh. Okay, I can do math. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy peasy. We gotta do Kisuke next. Hey, let's go tell Captain Urahara we joined the 13 Core Guard squads. Why? He's the one who told us about Soul Reapers in the first place. He was? Yes, so let's go to the Department of Research and Development. Alright. I don't remember that. I talked to you about Soul Reapers? You most certainly did. Really? You ought to pay more attention. Doesn't matter anyway. The important thing is that you two made it into the squads. So what made you decide to become Soul Reapers anyway? We did it for Lady Konoka. Answering in unison has a nice ring to it. We just stopped by to say thanks. Thanks for what? Because you gave us the idea of becoming Soul Reapers. And that led us to living with Lady Konoka's family. I guess that's one way to look at it. I'm just talking to myself, don't mind me. Come visit me anytime. It'll be a good excuse to skip out on work. Will do. Never. Hey! I'm just kidding. What? They're gone. Agile woman? What? They're not gonna name her? Mysterious woman. You could have come out, Yoruichi. It's better for rookies not to know the face of the chief of Punishment Force. So they're the ones? Yep, Suzanami's kids. The girl was serious and straightforward. The boy was, well, a little less so. But from the looks of him, I'd say he's got a fire in his belly. Good thing they're in Squad 5. Yeah, for a lot of reasons. Keep an eye on them when you have time. Will do. Yippee. I wonder if Lady Konoka is around. I hear voices inside. Yes, they are simply delightful children. Oh, eavesdropping. 1 sec, let me turn my mic a little bit. I would love to meet them. Gentlewoman. What is this? Can we not name these characters? You speak so highly of them. You've piqued my curiosity. I'm sure you'll be taken with them, Captain Unohana. With such a high recommendation, I may just steal them out from under you. I'm afraid I couldn't bear to part with them. Who's that? Ah, they're early today. Is that so? And who is our guest? Oh. How do you do? I'm Netsu Nohana. She's a dear friend of mine and the captain of Squad 4. Oh, I beg your pardon, Captain Unohana. Oh, okay, he's like saying like, oops. Oh, I beg your pardon, Captain Unohana. Would this be... Yes. I understand you are a recent graduate of the academy. Yes. There's no need to be nervous. Dude, everyone is nervous around Unohana. Kubo is so consistent with this, man. It's crazy. We were enjoying a little tea and conversation. Yes, please join us. By all means. But I wouldn't want to impose on your valuable free time. Nonsense. You can spare a few moments, can't you? Don't be shy. But... Come sit down. Oh my goodness. The expression. Even in the non-canon video game, they're still doing this. It's great. Come sit down. I never expected to find Captain Unohana here. What a surprise. I was so nervous I don't even remember tasting the tea. She's prettier than I imagined. Status boost. Fujimaru's HP boosted by 5%. Wow. Hi, En. You looking for me? You and no other. We wanted to ask you a few questions. About what? We're curious about the amazing stories about your days at the Soul Reaper General Academy. What amazing stories? I was only at the academy for 2 years. Graduating in just 2 years is pretty amazing, isn't it? It usually takes 6 years to graduate. I couldn't help it. I finished all the coursework, so they had to let me go. 1 second. Okay. And you had enough spiritual power to be a lieutenant's aide when you entered the academy? Spiritual power isn't everything. You passed the entrance exam on your first try, even though you're from the Rukon district. Did I? Is that all you can say? None of that stuff is normal, you know. Whatever. I was just focused on what I wanted to do after I left the academy. What was life like for you when you were there? I don't remember much. Lots of tests and training, and before I knew it, I graduated. You felt like you just whipped right through? And I didn't really have any rivals to speak of. I'm not surprised. So joining the 13 Court Guard squads was a real eye-opener. There's no shortage of amazing people among the captains and lieutenants here. To have people of such high rank be a point of comparison, it shows how special you are. You are a legend after all, Kyan. If I do end up being a legend, it'll be for something I haven't done yet. I'm sure you'll do it. When I do, you guys will help me make it something really big. The two of us, we will? If you don't mind. Sure, I hope so.
Oh! Come on! Is that all you got?
Line up, please. We've got a sudden special assignment today. I'm afraid Captain Ukitake of Squad 13 isn't feeling well today and is unable to patrol. The other squads have been asked to take over some of Squad 13's patrol areas in the Rukon district. We'll be sending a few of you from Squad 5 out on this detail as well. No. Detail. I think it's this is like a special meaning of detail. I don't actually know. I don't actually know this meaning. I'm just looking it up. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. A small detachment of troops or police officers given a special duty. So yeah, if any of you want to learn more vocabulary, a very special meaning of detail. Anyway, Captain Kyan Shiba volunteering for Squad 13's patrol. Fine. Anyone else? Fujimaru and Matsuri Kudo have volunteered to come along, sir. What? Isn't that right? Yes, sir. I like your attitude, but I don't know if you're quite ready to. Then why don't I go with them, Captain? Oh, would you? I'd appreciate that, Aizen. No problem, sir. Alright. Aizen, Shiba, and Fujimaru and Matsuri Kudo. The four of you head out immediately. Yes, sir. The North Rukon District, Division 64. This is where we'll be patrolling. The Rukon District surrounds the Seirete and is separated north, south, east, and west, and divisions numbered 1 through 80. The higher the numbers, the further the divisions are from the Seirete, and the rougher and more dangerous they are, right? Oh, you already knew that. Eh? Yes, we grew up in the Rukon District. But that doesn't mean you can let your guard down. Hollows might show up at any time, and there are lots of troublemaker residents too. This is a pretty tough job for your first assignment. But Shiba and I are here, we shouldn't have any trouble dealing with hollows. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, speaking of hollows. Hollows? Where are they? How many? How strong are they? Get a hold of yourself. They're still far away. Okay, Fujimaru, Matsuri, let's move. Time for peak. Time for gameplay. The best part of the game, not. There they are. It looks like nothing but hollows of low intelligence this time. Just remember your training and you'll be fine. Yes, sir. Okay, go get him. We'll help you out if you need to get into trouble. If you get into trouble. Okay, we can do this. Can you? Normal sized allies can support each other when side by side on the map. Oh, they need to be side by side. Okay. There's active support for direct attacks and passive support that is unconditional. In left figure, A raises B the attack power. So she has attack support, adjacent support. Okay. Oh no, attack support and action evasion. I see. Cool. Oh, I need to equip. They don't give you a chance to equip, but yeah. You get equipment by defeating enemies or in free time events. You can carry up to 10 pieces of equipment in battle. Equipment is classified into follows. Oh yeah, we already saw this. Duh. Oh, I can't put it on because I got it earlier. Peek. What was the skills that he has? SP or HP? Yep. Blah blah blah. So Katsui. Okay, so I can't use it because I need 25 SP and I have 24. But yeah, don't worry guys, it's part of the game. It's peak. Okay. Attack. Attack. Okay, and then you go here. What's a skill? Okay, Katos. I guess there's no target. Okay, Katos restores HP. Oh, restore HP. Okay. I see. Stand by. I'm so glad you can just toggle the binding. Support. Counter, duh. Okay, I guess Matsudi's not gonna go anywhere. No need. Oh, this guy's 4 HP. That's so annoying. Pressure. Okay. Four HP in there as well. Yay. Okay. him. Can't attack. Let's see. I guess we'll just put him here. Oh no, I'm better off moving Aizen first. Yeah, if I reposition Aizen, then I can get the support attack. Not that I need it, but yeah, no. Oh no, I guess it doesn't support. 'Cause they're not adjacent. Ah, that's kind of silly. It's not like Metal Slug Tactics. Keep forgetting. Okay, that didn't even one-shot him. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like almost one-shotting, but not. So it just makes it annoying. What was her skill? I forgot. Anyway, we can just absorb the spiritual question. Yay. That takes care of that. Yes, sir. You. Hmm? Uh-oh. Stop right there, Soul Reapers. Huh? Not so fast. You wouldn't want to see this little thing get hurt, would you? Hey, let go of me. Is that Rangiku? Young Rangiku? 1 second. Pipe down, you little pipsqueak. Ow. How could you hit such a beautiful young hostage? Silence. That Hollow's day is about to get a whole lot worse. But it has a hostage. We have to be very careful. Hmm? Those two souls? I seem to remember them. No, it can't be. That Hollow. Well, well. Fancy meeting you here. How about a trade? This noisy little girl for your twin Soul Reapers. What? What are you talking about? That Hollow likes to eat rare souls. It attacked us a long time ago when we were little. We were rescued that time, but it vowed to find us again one day. What do you think, Lieutenant Aizen? Rescuing the hostage is our first priority. I'm sorry to have to ask you to do this, you two, but it can't be helped. Yes, sir. So, we have a deal, do we? Then lay down your Zanpakuto, both of you, and walk this way. Slowly now. But first, let me take a little insurance out on this deal. Shatter. Kyoka Suigatsu. You released your Zanpakuto, did you? Well, I suppose that can't do any harm. Come to me now then, my little twin mouthfuls. What? What's this? You turned into me? Wait, now there are 2 of me? No, now 3? What's going on here? That give you enough time, Cayenne? Piece of cake. Got the little girl. Now go take care of that greedy gobbler. Go get it. Huh? What? Don't just stand there. Hurry up and get rid of the hollow. Uh-oh. Where did my hostage go? I'd better get out of here. Think you can run, huh? Oh, no, you don't. No need to go after it now, Cayenne. The important thing is the safety of the hostage. You turned into a pickle, Fujimaru. He's pickle eyes. What's up, Storm Claymore? So he created illusions with diffused reflections from mist and water to confuse the enemy. It's the power of Lieutenant Aizen Zanpakuto. He put mist in front of each of you and showed the hollow diffused reflections of itself. Scared it pretty good too. And while that was going on, you rescued the hostage, right? I apologize. You must have been frightened. Well, I figure you had some kind of plan up your sleeve. I want you to know that Squad Fight never uses its men like disposable pawns. You can trust in that. Oh, can we trust in that? Can we trust in that now? Yes, sir. Now that the little girl is safe at home, maybe we should head back. Safe return for everybody, huh? Lieutenant Aizen's detail reporting back after successfully completing the mission, sir. Reporting back, sir. Good. Were there any problems, Aizen? Nothing we couldn't handle. The Kudo twins did very well today. I apologize for all the trouble. I really appreciate your help. Captain Ukitake, shouldn't you be taking it easy? After resting for half a day, I feel much better now. Besides, I really wanted to express my gratitude in person. Aizen, Shiba, Kudo twins, thank you. Wow, you remember our names, sir? Of course, and I'll certainly never forget it now, not after today. We're honored, sir. Okay, give me that save the game right now. Oh no, cutscene. So, Captain Ukitake praised you today, didn't he? That's right, he did. And Aizen said you did a very good job considering it was your first assignment. I don't know. I don't think we were really all that much help. But at least we didn't get in their way. That's right. Learning to stay cool under pressure is the first step. Thank goodness you both came back safe. Nothing matters more than that. Now, let's eat. You must be starving. We sure are, you bet. So, what do you think? About Mad Eater? Yeah, I mean, we could never hope to beat him the way we are now. I guess we'll just have to keep plugging away. I mean, there's no magical way to get strong overnight, you know? Yeah, I know. But that Mad Eater really seems to be hung up on us for some reason. I don't think we've seen the last of him. And I'd hate to see innocent people getting killed along the way. Weak, defenseless people like we used to be. Like that little girl today. Yeah. There's only one thing there's only one thing to do. We've got to defeat Mad Eater. I agree. We don't have any other choice. Would you like to save the game? The Rukon District. Good morning, Fujimaru. Time to wake up. Still sleepy. Would you like to sleep a little longer? Yeah, a few more minutes. It's morning! Wake up, Fujimaru! Someone make her stop. If you want me to stop, then get your lazy bones out of that bed and get to the squad station. Still have time. He'll still make it if we let him sleep a little while longer, won't he? It won't do to spoil him like that. Besides, you must have better things to do than keep running in here to wake him up. Me? I've already finished all the laundry and the cleaning. And the breakfast is already made. Wow, you're good. Every morning I wake up, she always has all that stuff done already. I wonder what time she wakes up. Don't worry, I'll wake you up in time so you won't be late. Go ahead and get some more rest. Gee, thanks, Lady Konica. Good night. Good night. College student much? Hehe. Isn't he just the cutest thing when he's sleeping? Makes me happy to see him so peaceful. Sleepy. Wake up. Smacked him? Here are your lunches. Don't forget to give Sagan his too. Wow, these are all so beautiful. Thank you, Lady Konica. Well, I had to make Sagan a lunch fit for a captain, and of course your lunches are the same as his. We're pretty lucky. Yeah, I feel bad for some of the other squad members. They don't have anybody to make them such a great lunch. Where's Lord Sagan, by the way? He had a call at dawn and went to the main station. Poor Lord Sagan. Must be rough being a captain. We could get a call anytime too, you know. That's why I keep telling you not to get into the habit of being so lazy. Yeah, okay. See you, Lady Konica. Hey, wait for me. Have a great day. Good morning. Hey, there you are. Looks like we're gonna have our work cut out for us. Uh-oh. That is true. Allow me to explain. Halls have been appearing in the Rukon district in greater numbers. And as we saw the other day, they appear to be starting to operate in groups. Hollows usually act independently, don't they? That's right. Most hollows have very little intelligence and simply operate on instinct alone. I wonder why they're banding together now. That's what we want to know. And so after discussing the reports from each squad at the meeting earlier this morning, it's been decided to intensify patrol of the Rukon district and try to get to the bottom of the Hollows group behavior. And so, Kyan, until further notice, will be having you and the Kudo twins make rounds in the Rukon district. Yes, sir. Alright, you heard him. Let's head out. Yes, sir. So, Rukon patrol, eh? Where do you want to go? You guys decide. Let's see. Oh. Safe division, an average division, or a dangerous division? I want to go dangerous, right? Scary, scary. Let's go to one of the more dangerous divisions. You don't have to pretend to be brave with me, you know. But you'd be there to keep us safe. Okay, if that's what you want, fine by me. Let's go. Oh, it just lets us pick it. Okay. Alright. Let's do it. This is a rough neighborhood, folks. The South Rukon District, Division 78, Inuzuri, also known as Hanging Dog. It certainly doesn't look like the safest of places. I've never heard any hollow incidents here, though, but Uh-oh. What's wrong? Sorry, I have to go find a public restroom in Fat. What? Bruh. Okay, we'll see you later. I'm not so sure there are any public restrooms around here. Lenji, run! I can't go any faster. The water's gonna spill. What's that? Hey, you, water thieves. Somebody grab them. Huh? Uh-oh, he's gonna catch me. Red-headed boy and big-eyed girl. Nenji, give the pot to that guy. Darn, guess we got no choice. Here, take it. Splash it on him. Huh? What's this? Rotten little thieves. They sure can run. Thieves? Ah, Soul Reapers. Thank you for getting my water back from me. They just stood there. How much is this? They just stood there. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, we almost got nabbed. Didn't exactly go as you planned, did it? It sure didn't. I mean, yikes. Run. Hold on a second. We're sorry. But the little kids haven't had any water in days. Can't you just let it go this one time? Yeah, I figured it was something like that. Huh? Yeah, we can pretty much imagine your situation. We grew up in a place not much different from this. So we know just how precious this water is to you. Hey, that's that water. That's right. Just thought we'd drop it off for you. Huh? Take it, it's yours. You're giving it to us? Thank you, we'll never forget this. Do you mind if we ask you your names? I'm Rukia. I live down by the riverbank. I'm Renji, thank you so much. Take good care of the little ones, okay? We will, you bet. Yo, it's future Jobber and his wife. Yup. Sorry I took so long. I couldn't find a restroom anywhere. That's about what I expected. A lot happened while you were gone, you know. Sorry about that. I'll make it up to you, I promise. But anyway, let's finish patrolling. Yes, sir. Went to the bathroom, huh? That true? So, Rukon Patrol, eh? Where do you want to go? You guys decide. Oh. We're back here. That wasn't so dangerous after all, then. Let's try average. How about a happy medium? Happy medium, eh? Tell you what. Why don't we just pick a division at random? That sounds good. Okay, fine. Random division, here we come. Okay, why don't we split up? I'll patrol the east side, you two take the west. Oh, splitting up. Bad news already. Alright. See you later. Dude, this guy doesn't want to be with these twins. It's crazy. I'll take a happy medium at McDonald's. This area has a reputation for being pretty unsafe even for the Rukon district. It's not all that different from the division we grew up in. With kids lying in the gutters. Or in the middle of the road, like that kid. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Is that Geen? Hey, kid, are you alright? So hungry. Huh? What did he say? I think he said he was hungry. Hey, why don't you take my lunch? Dude, no, he's baiting you. Thanks. I'm not gonna eat it myself, though. Why not? There's somebody waiting for me. Somebody even hungrier than me. Whoa. Whoa, what? Hungry. Dude. Thanks again for this. Bye now. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Bad idea. Bad idea. That's your lunch, man. Bad idea. Think he's gonna be alright? I don't know. I'm worried. Let's follow him. Yeah, good idea. Well, yo, it's Hazama with white hair. Actually true, though. Actually true. He's still alive, Nangiku? Yeah, that's what the boys said in the plain text. Translation here, probably. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, like, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna die if you didn't find any food. Guess we cut it pretty close this time, huh? Here, I got you lunch. No way, what's lunch doing in an expensive box like this? Good question. Let's ask the Soul Reapers peeking in at the doorway. Caught us, huh? Hey, wait a minute. Don't I know you two? Oh, hey. This is great. Slow down and take the time to enjoy it. Never mind that. Man, this is so good. I can't believe we ran into you again like this. I want to eat a lunch like this again. When can you bring me another one? Rangiku, you can't ask them to do that. No skin off their noses. They eat lunch like this all the time. Besides, weren't you just peeking in the door, mister? Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess I was. What if word got out that a Soul Reaper caught peeping into a young lady's house? Hey, wait just 1 minute. I'm kidding. Do you really think that's how I'd repay you for your kindness? That's a tough one. Well, But Estelle lies she was about to drop dead of starvation. That's right, so please let me eat one of those lunches again, just one more time. You certainly look like you could use a little help. Alright, fine. Really? In that case, let's be friends. My name is Zangeku Matsumoto. This is Ginichimaru. Nice to meet you. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay, sure. That's how you respond? Nice to meet you, Gin and Zangeku. Same here. What kind of response is that? And that's what happened. I guess we've got ourselves some new friends. Poor little starving kids, huh? Reminds me of us at that age. So, dangerous and average were both safe. So is safe gonna be dangerous? That's how they get you guys. That's how they get you. Safer division it is. Today ought to be a piece of cake. The West Rukon District, Division 1. Junrinon. Okay. A very safe area. But that doesn't mean you can relax. As Soul Reapers, it's our job to keep the residents of the Rukon District safe. Yes, sir. Because, okay, it could be either, like, I guess they would have an apostrophe between the N and the A. I don't know. Like, I feel like that can be pronounced. That's the problem with the romanization. Like, you don't actually know how to pronounce the word in a situation like that. Anyway, Lil Shiro, where are you, little guy? Lil Shiro. I wonder what's up with her. She looks worried. Hi there, little girl. Is anything wrong? Do you need some help? Oh, Soul Reapers. Well, Okay, so you lost this little Shiro, huh? He's been missing since this morning. I've been looking and looking for him, but I can't find him anywhere. And so what does Lil Shiro look like? He's little and he's got big eyes and white hair. He can be kind of scary, but he's a real sweetheart once you get to know him. Yeah, that's what he looks like, right? Lil Wayne, where are you, young? Why did I read that? Got it. We'll help you look for him. Oh, thank you. My name is Momo Hinamori, by the way. Nowhere to be found. We've looked everywhere. I couldn't find him either, but I'm going to go look around one more time. Would you knock it off, Momo? Little Shiro! What? This is Little Shiro? What do you think I was? A dog or a cat or something? Where have you been, young man? We've been looking all over for you. What? You expect me to come running with you screaming Lil Shiro at the top of your lungs? But Lil Shiro... Dude, this is just such a... I don't know if I agree with them localizing it like this. Like, maybe just saying Shiro would have been good enough, but... Lil Shiro... It's just so unserious. Oh, don't be that way. Momo has been really worried about you, little shit. Uh, the name is Toshiro Hitsugaya. Okay, sorry. Anyway, Momo has been so worried. She's been searching high and low for you since early this morning. Early this morning, huh? That's funny, because when I saw her a little before noon, she was still snoring away. So I slept a little late. Big deal. You seem to be forgetting you promised to come hunt eggs with me this morning at 6 o'clock. What? Oops, I guess I forgot. Any other complaints? I don't think so. Okay, nothing bad happened, I guess. For now. Haha, and you promised to go visit them again, you say? Toshiro made me promise to bring them something good to eat to make up for calling him Lil Shiro. Are you a good cook? I'll let you take a wild guess on that one. Hey, what is that supposed to mean? Anyway, I guess it's about time to quit for the day. Huh. All clear in Division 1. I think we're starting to get the hang of this patrol thing. Why don't we try a really dangerous division today? That's the spirit. But are you sure you're ready? It should be just fine, I hope. You don't get too worried about things, do you? And how do you feel, Matsuri? If Fujimaru is game, so am I. It's settled then, let's go. Don't let your guard down for a second today, and stay close by me. The North Rukon District, Division 80, Zaraki. Known as the most dangerous division in all the Rukon District. Ooh, Zaraki. Kenpachi of Zaraki. Let's go. Hollows show up here a lot, but what you really have to watch out for is... Oh, there he is. There he is. Eerie man. Not worth my time. What in the world? Did you feel that spiritual pressure? Yes, but why? That wasn't a Soul Reaper or a Hollow either. I felt this overwhelming sense of menace, like a hole was being bored into my soul. Yeah, it's ones like that you really have to be careful of, maybe even more than most Hollows. I don't want you two getting mixed up with anybody like that. Got it, thanks. But aren't the Hollows that attack this division pretty fierce? Yeah, well, it looks like you're going to get the chance to find out. Hollows, let's go. Form your party. Okay. So what? Okay, like why exactly do I care about forming the party? Oh wait, hold on. Masachi. Oh, I don't. I guess I have to acquire them somehow. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you very much. And stores 100 HP. Okay. Special raises max HP. Oh, how do I use it though? Okay. Not quite sure I understand the point of this, but you know what? Not everything is meant to be understood. Okay. Right. Wait, so stats? Use stat points earned by levels to upgrade your character stats and weapons on Pakuto. Upgrading a weapon allows new skills to be learned in the acquisition of abilities, strength, skill. Okay. Sure. Wow, stats. Oh. Okay, sure, we'll do HP up, I guess. Oh, we can do weapon up as well. Oh, what's list? Oh, they show you what you get at each weapon. It's pretty cool. Each weapon level. So I actually want to do that first. Oh, it costs 10 points though. There's a good reason for that, I guess. All right, we'll leave this alone then. I don't really need to do this right now. Save up those points for the weapon levels. Oh, this guy has 10 points though. So you get a gemstone, psi, and mobility. Bakudo number 1. Psi. It's like an ability to learn. But they don't tell you what psi does. I'll just do this. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm dumb. I think I could have seen. Hold on. No. Okay, I'm glad they confirm. Oh, this is just the character info. Well, not as good as I thought. Yay. Dude, oh my goodness, the menus are so slow. It's crazy, man. Alright, is it time to start? Uh-oh, there are so many of them. Don't worry about numbers. If you see a hollow, just take care of it. That's all there is to it. Now show me some fight. If you let the fear get to you, it's all going to be over. Yes, sir. Alright, so I'll let Kyan handle the big guys. Which I'm pretty sure those guys don't even move. Move 4. So they move in this one? Okay, maybe they do move in this one. We'll see. But regardless, let me see. I don't want to split them up. It's better to not split up your characters in this game. So I'll do this. Wait, let me check the Leishi. Okay, so he's gonna get a super there. She can get a super on her tile as well. I guess I will split them up. Okay, one shot anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna move towards me anyway, so I'll just, you know, keep them close. Spiritual pressure. Let's go. And we'll just move Cayenne here. Wow. Oh, he is getting attacked. That's crazy. Yep, sometimes the best offense is just defense, letting them come to you. So that you're not having to split yourself up on the map. So... the familiar is more powerful in this case, but it died, so it didn't matter. We can do this. Not sure if you said before, but you delete a lot of games on your PS5 because you felt weird only playing PS4 games on PS5, but you're not sure what PS5 games you like. You're like making dumb space for no reason. No, yeah, I think you mentioned last time. Yeah, I mean, it's fine if you don't. There's no PS5 game out right now that you're interested in playing. It's not a bad thing, right? Sometimes there just aren't going to be games that are, you know, that capture your interest, so I don't think there's any issue with that. Okay, select the target. Give me back some HP. Wait, I don't think there's any issue with that, right? Like, at the end of the day, you should just play what you enjoy. If you feel like removing stuff from your console makes sense to do, then I think it's fine. Alright, so she's getting bodied right now. Be careful. I think we'll be fine, of course, but let's go and attack. Wait, should I move and then attack? Dude, I don't need to overthink this. This game is silly. One ointment received. Whoa. Just move him here, I guess. And him put here. Block slightly the Hollow's way. It's not gonna block entirely, but it forces a... Oh, is this cooldown or something? Okay, that's not good. Alright, I'll just go ahead and kill this guy then. Uh, 107. What type? Tech. Speed beats tech. Good. What type are these ones? Speed. Power. Okay, so it's we have like full RPS control, I guess. Nice. Okay, so what is she? Power? Power beats speed, right? That guy's speed. Honestly, I'm just gonna move her closer and then put Cayenne in front of her so that she doesn't get pummeled. I don't think I can use this. Yeah, I'm not sure why though. I have 20 SP. I'm Is there like a cooldown or something? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Get one shot. Get absolutely destroyed. Okay, what beats power? Is it tech? I don't have any tech, I don't think. Yeah. So... What? Did I even hit him? Oh, I did. Okay. There, that's done. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Uh-oh. Huh? Yikes. Uh-oh, I'm too far away. Wow. Affinity bonus, 1 squad, 5 emblem. Sorry for the frame drops. Looks like we had a couple frame drops. Is that Soyhun? Did you do that? Okay. Kion, who was that? Judging by her outfit, I'd say she's from the Punishment Force. The Punishment Force? Yeah, it's the first division of the Stealth Force. Its job is the execution or assassin of Soul Reapers who have broken the law. Does that mean she's had her eye on us? I highly doubt that. She was probably just out on a scout or patrol mission just like us and just happened to be passing by. Did you see that move of hers? That was incredible. Yeah, well, the Punishment Force has to be able to take out Soul Reapers, so they're all pretty darn good. Anyways, it's a good thing she was here. I guess that takes care of the hollows. Let's head back. Sounds good. Speaking of sounds good, I gotta stop at like 8:30. I need to have enough time to do a remote match for a Vanguard tournament I'm in, and then also eat dinner. So we'll stop in like 15 minutes. Thanks for your efforts. Thanks to your efforts, the number of hollow appearances has dropped sharply. But that also seems to indicate that the hollows are being commanded by some sort of leader. I want you all to continue to be on your guard. And those of you who were out on patrol, please take a day off. Alright, a day off. Just be glad you don't have to look at my mug for a while. I don't especially mind looking at your mug. I wouldn't mind a comment like that from your sister, but from you? But hey, if you get lonely, you can come visit me if you want. Okay, thank you. Wow. Free time. It's free time time. It's peak time.
Let's go!
Indeed. Alright, This dialogue? Wait, what do you mean? This dialogue? Free time is a board game. It's like a stupid board game, and then you get like to see optional scenarios, pretty much. It's hilarious. Okay, let me quickly save. Would you like to save the game? I would absolutely love to. Okay, let's not hit the exit like immediately. So what we need to do is we need to do 2, then 2, then 2. Oh wait. Oh no. Okay, do we have enough for that? 2. Okay, no, we can't do the 2 yet then. We have to do 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2. And then 1. And this should hopefully work. But I think the exclamation mark means there's going to be new scenarios that pop up after we get it. So we should probably do that one last. I wonder how Rukia and Nenji are doing. They live over this way, don't they? I know they said something about living near the river. I thought it was somewhere around here. Ah. Rukia. Are you working today? No, we just thought we'd come to see how you're doing. Oh, really? Well, I wouldn't want you to waste the trip. Please come see my place. Who are you? Fool! These are the people who gave us the water before. They did? You've got no sense of gratitude. You're lower than a snake. You're a bug. A bug? Hey, nobody calls me a bug. Oh wait, now I remember. And you'll forget again, I'm sure. What was that? Please, no more fighting. But Nenji, she started it. If you promise to quit arguing, I'll give you some of the snacks we brought. Snacks? And I know you'll be amazed at these flavors you've never tried before. What? It's so yummy. Was that right or what? What is this called? Zenzai. It's a sweet bean porridge. What about this? This fish thing? Taiyaki. It's a bean cake in the shape of a fish. It might look like a fish, but the bean jam is great, and the cake part isn't bad either. Nenji, give me a bite of that taiyaki, would you? Oh, the zenzai is good too. Save some for the other kids. Of course. Yeah, sure. Yo, affinity with Rukia went up. Affinity with Ren. What? Okay, what are these affinity? What's this affinity mechanic? Are they gonna join our party later? For that to matter? Oh, we get a new thing, so we can now. I guess it's like a follow-up mission, but we shouldn't do it right now. We got to get the discount. Oh wait, but it might disappear. That's the problem. I hope it doesn't disappear. I vaguely remember something like that happening for some of them. Or maybe I'm just thinking of from Bleach Dark Souls. Matsuri, let's go over to Captain Ukitaka's place. Last time we saw him, he invited us to stop by sometime. Sure, let's go. Now that I can see, dude, they should have made this game. They should have just made this game a visual novel and remove the turn-based combat stuff. That would have been sick. Or even just, I don't know. Yeah. The gameplay is just. Now that I can see you two up close, I see the resemblance. You think we look alike? Is that so? Yes, definitely. Have you ever heard the story of the what does that say? Gumyocho? The M is like cut off. What's a gumyocho? It's a bird of legend. It had one body and two heads. The two heads shared the same body. So they shared the same life, literally. The thing is, the two heads didn't get along at all. Eventually, an argument got out of hand and one head killed the other. Then what happened? Because they shared a life, the remaining bird soon died too. In the moments before its death, the bird realized something. The reason it had been able to live all along was because of its other half. What a sad story. Looking at the two of you reminded me of that story. I may sound like I'm lecturing, but the message is important. Or no, the message is immortant. Immortant. Is that a typo? You should take good care of one another. I think it's a great story. I'll remember it always. That is a great story. The Gumyocho, right? I don't want to be like that. I can't even imagine being like that. Yeah, never. Never, huh?
Oh. Great.
Never ever? Never ever ever? Okay, so I think we should, I don't know if it discounts it forever, so I'm gonna, oh, that's right. Like, the reason to get the discount is to, like, get more scenarios so that you get, like, more rewards or whatever, I think. So, there's no downside to, in fact, there's only, like, a downside if you miss the discount in terms of, like, seeing more of the story, because technically, yeah, these scenarios are optional. You can just exit right away to move through more quickly. Are you serious about that? Yes, I am serious. Captain Ukitake and Kayan. I wonder what they're talking about. Hey, Kayan. Hi, guys. The captain and I were just having a little chat. What? You want to take Kayan to Squad 13? That's what I'm hoping. It's hard to find people as capable as Kayan. We'll bring him in as a lieutenant's aide and then groom him to be a lieutenant. I'm flattered, but you're overestimating my abilities. Your abilities and personality already qualify you as an aide. All you lack is experience, and that you can acquire on the job. That's quite a recommendation. 1 second. Alright. You may not stand out in Squad 5 with Aizen around, but I know talent when I see it, and I need someone around I can entrust the squad to. My illness flares up quite often. I need someone reliable to take care of the squad. I hope you'll think it over, Kayan. One moment again. Okay. Hope you think it over, Kayan. I'm grateful for the offer, but I have no desire to leave Squad 5 right now. Kayan? I want to stay at least long enough to repay the kindness shown to me by Captain Suzunami and the whole squad. Not to mention a few new recruits who are far too dangerous to unleash without my guidance. I see. That's too bad. But hearing your answer, I'm even more sure that I'm right. I could definitely use you over in Squad 13. Okay. Kyan is pretty amazing, isn't he? He'll probably make lieutenant before we know it. I'm glad for him, but sad for us. What's up? Okay, so it discounts it for only one move, it looks like. Alright, let me see. So 3, and then 1, 2, and then skip over. Yeah, so we gotta do 3 right now. Let me save. Save the game. And we'll do a hop, skip, jump. I hope I selected the right one. Yeah, it looks like we did. I wasn't paying attention. Welcome, Kudos. Kudos. Your timing is almost perfect. Our timing? Yes, Renji should be back any minute now. Where did he go? We were trying to think of some way to thank you, so we went to get you a present. You didn't have to do that. It's nothing special, and you might not even like it. I'm back. Hey, you're here. We just came by for a visit. Hi there. So did you get it, Renji? I sure did, look. What's this? Last time you brought us something we can't get in the Rukon district. So we thought we'd get you something that's only found in the Rukon district. It's ogre panny root. I don't know how to pronounce this either. You grind it into a powder and make a drink out of it. It'll heal what ails ya. Will it heal everything? People swear by it around here. It works on anything from wounds to diseases. It's hard to find, but at least it's free. This is for us? As a Soul Reaper, you must get hurt fighting hollows. Yeah, and we can't have you guys dying on us. That's so sweet of you. We'll use it well. Okay, we got some items. Excellent. Item get. Steam buns, yo. Okay, so we'll do one more scenario. I hope that it actually saves the progress within the free time as we're saving here. Otherwise, this saving is kind of pointless. But no matter. Well, well. Are you two blowing off work to go for a walk? No way. We've got the day off. I see. I hit a sticky point in my research, so I decided to get some fresh air. What are you working on now? Healing supplies. You see, the med crews are currently pretty understaffed and overworked. Real. Oh my goodness. Are people with amazing healing spiritual powers like Lady Konako very rare? Excuse me? I suppose not just anybody can heal serious wounds overnight. Fujimaru? Matsuri? Please don't speak of Lady Konako's powers again. Huh? Those with exceptional powers are better off keeping them a secret. Otherwise, people like Lady Konaka risk being targeted by those with dark intentions. You're kidding, right? I most certainly am not. Already there's someone who's targeting Lady Konaka. What? I'm speaking of myself. No, we won't let you lay a hand on her. Now I'm kidding. But I'm serious about keeping her powers a secret. Now that you mention it, she's alone during the day, so I guess it'd be better to keep it quiet. You were kidding about the other part though, right? For now, huh? I'm keeping my eye on you. Suspicious. Suspicious indeed.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Okay, so we can do 2 and then 2 here again. As long as this one doesn't disappear. So 1 more. Are you here, Captain Unohara? I sure am. Nice of you to stop by. We came to check out your latest invention. A rare treat for me. Most people tend to stay far away from the Department of Research and Development. They say it's full of weirdos and oddballs. Is that right? How are the healing supplies you were developing coming along? I've had to revise my plans. It takes time to develop medicine, so I've turned my attention to nutrition tablets. Nutrition tablets? That is to say, they're not intended to heal the wounded. They are designed to keep up the strength of those who work in the med crews. Working in a med crew must be a tough job. In appreciation of their hard work, I'm going to put a skull mark on the product. I thought the sight of it might boost their spirits. What do you think? It'll be fun, won't it? I don't see what's supposed to be fun about a skull. I have several other products in development. A new Gikongan, for instance. Gikongan? When visiting the human world, Soul Reapers use a physical body called a Gigai. The Gikongan is the artificial soul that inhabits the body when the Soul Reaper soul leaves it. It contains a simulated personality that controls the Gigai until the Soul Reaper returns. So Gikongan are only used in the human world. Usually yes, but I've got one here that I've been testing. Come out, Chappie. Chappie? Pleased to meet you, Hop. Hop? This is my prototype, Chappie the rabbit. Isn't she sweet? She's going to be a big hit with the female Soul Reapers. Without a doubt, that's right, Hop. I have my doubts. I think they made great use of the pre-Soul Society, or the pre-substitute Shinigami arc, like whatever that was called, the first episodes of Bleach. Agent of the Shinigami, that's right, Agent of the Shinigami. They made great use of the opportunity there. That's for sure. All right, let's save. Let's stop here. Thanks for watching, folks. It's been a fun time so far. Of course, we've not had much gameplay, but that's actually for the best, to be honest. We'll continue next time. However, know that I'll be exporting the VOD for the tier list and the Bleach playthrough separately, so that it'll be viewable at you guys' convenience. And also don't forget that we've got the podcast episode coming up. We'll be recording it tomorrow, but it'll be released sometime shortly afterwards. So please do look forward to it. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.